Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Good evening from Southeast London, England, from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping, otherwise short for Dele London Guna Space Romeo Echo Papa Papa Indigo November. And I am still beaming with a massive smile on my face. We went to that toilet bowl. We put in a outstanding performance and we won the game by 2 goals to 0. 3 points, clean sheet, and an excellent all-round performance, especially in the first half. Total control, total domination. I couldn't ask for more. The only thing that I wish we did was went into the interval 3, maybe 4-0 up. But that's irrelevant. The main thing is we've won, we scored the 2 goals, and we're 8 points clear. Yeah, imagine we're 8 points clear of our rivals for the title, Manchester City. We still got to face them twice. Yeah, looking ahead of things. Yeah, we know we got to face Man City twice. We know we got to go away to Newcastle. We still got to go away to Liverpool. Difficult grounds, you know, difficult games. But let's focus. Let's focus on Man United. That's the next game. That's what should be on our heads. And I can't wait for the player ratings to rate the management, rating the ref, and our brilliant fans away from home. Speaking of fan, Kenny Ken. Oh, I bumped into him, all right. He gave me he jumped onto me like legs around my waist. I'm like, Kenny, you're going to buck up my back. Kenny Ken. Shout out to you, Kenny Ken, man. Enough love for you, man. Committed to the core. Oh my word, it's always a privilege to bump into the legend himself, Kenny Ken. Shout out to yourself. And shout out to you, viewer, man. I like it, man. I'm seeing that one viewer there. Shout out to yourself, man. I hope you're good. Hope you're keeping well and warm. Oh, you gotta have your heater on at this stage. But before I get into the ratings, yeah, make sure you smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah. Give me that love and joy in abundance, yeah. And speaking of love and joy, make sure that you share this channel amongst your friends and your relatives, yeah. Do that for me, please, yeah. And make sure you share it virally all over the globe. And that's meant to be for your friends and relatives. I was meant to say that after. If you're watching me for the first time, that could be you, viewer, or anyone watching me for the first time. Make sure that well, I should make sure that I should say welcome on board. Yeah, welcome on board, yeah. Make sure you share it amongst your friends and your relatives, yeah, and tell them to share it amongst their friends and relatives. Give me your views of the North London derby, your reaction. Give me your opinion and who would freaking hell. Give me your views on the transfer window and in your opinion, who do you want at Arsenal now that Modric has signed and Felix has both Felix and Modric have signed for Chelsea. But you know what? I'm not too upset because I don't think Modric is worth the money that he's been valued at or the wages. But that's my personal opinion. Give me another option that you would have on the wing, and give me a name that you would like to see in attack as a number 9. In other words, let me get into the comment section here. What a result. Still absolutely buzzing. Yes, and so am I, Jordan Kendall. Shout out to yourself. Welcome again. Can you imagine if that Partey goal would have gone in? Oh, my God. Oh, my word. I would have been extra buzzing. My head would be spinning with joy, with gas. Jordan, I just wished it did go in. That's how damn beautiful the strike was. The technique was absolutely marvellous. He caught it right on the laces. The only thing that let it down was the ball hitting the post. That goal by that attempt by Thomas Partey would have been one of the goals of the season. That would have to be a contender for goal of the season. Come on, Jordan. Shout out to yourself. Yes, the first half, complete control. After the first iffy 5 minutes, we just took complete control of the North London derby. In fact, we took control of the stadium. We took control of the Premier League fixture itself for what it is. We ran the whole borough from start to finish of that first half. Well, for the majority of that first half, should I say. Zinchenko, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely unbelievable. Odegaard, magnificent. But for me, my man of the match, our goalkeeper. He turned up away from home in a North London derby and he earned his clean sheet without a shadow of a doubt. Shout out to Aaron Ramsdale. And unfortunately, we have to mention some scumbag some coward decided to kick him at the back and run away. That coward needs to be caught ASAP and banned from all football grounds for life. And I mean all football grounds up and down the country for the rest of his life. He needs to learn the hard way. Whoever you are, you're a coward and a scumbag. And if you do happen to have children, they should be ashamed of you. If you do happen to have a wife, she should divorce you. You don't deserve a wife, and you don't deserve to live with your children. You're scum. You are utterly scum. You'll see you next Tuesday in abundance. That being said, let's keep it happy. I am happy that we have gone 8 points clear. Jordan, talk to me nicely. 8 points clear. One of you viewers, talk to me nicely. 8 points clear. Let's get the thing. Eight. I feel like I'm dreaming. We're 18 points better off than last season. We're playing the best sublime football that we have played in a very long time. Possibly right now, I say we are playing the best football in the Premier League this season. We're in total control in the midfield. We've gone from having one of the worst midfields in the league to maybe the best midfield in the league. But you know what? My comment section is there for anything, for any opinions. If you want to have this conversation, your views, your thoughts of the game, they're welcome. Just remember, my comment section is for positive feedback for life. That's where it goes. And Tottenham couldn't get near us. They couldn't get nowhere near us. We outnumbered them in the midfield, you know. When we attacked, we put 3 players on their back 5. And the other 7 players, they had the ball under control at all times. And what I loved about Arsenal in that second half, they showed character. When Tottenham had the ball, they ran, they put the pressure on the Tottenham player with the ball and forced them into difficult passes. That is the Arsenal that I would love to see game after game. Hey, JS Stings, DLG the GOAT. I remember seeing you at the protest against the Cronkies and Super League. It's amazing how the clubs turned around and fans are much happier. Come on, man. Jay Stings. I was extremely angry. I was passionate, yeah, but fuming that you want to sell my football club to a Super League to benefit your rags to riches. That can't happen. That should never happen. That's one of the reasons why I am extremely skeptical with the Cronkies. And yes, Jay Stings, you remember me well. Shout out to yourselves, Jay Stings, man. I hope you subscribe. I hope your friends and your relatives have subscribed. I know you've left a comment. I hope you smash the thumbs up like button for me and share the channel all over as far and beyond around the world. Shout out to yourself, Jay Stings. Love for the love, my guy. But for me, I am just delighted that we have got one over them. 6 points against the scum. Against let that sink in. 6 points. 6 bad boy points against the scum. I'm trying hard not to swear, but I am so ecstatic. Come on, Arsenal. Come on. If we can get to another 12 Premier League games, still top of the league, then maybe, just maybe, I will start to believe that we can actually accomplish our first league title in 19 years. We're shutting up the critics, and we're definitely shutting up Gary Neville. F him. Forget about whatever he said. Let's just concentrate on Arsenal and enjoy being Arsenal fans and enjoy our football club for what it is. Right. That being said, let's get into the player ratings. And speaking of subscribers, shout out to yourself, him or her, whatever race you are, whatever culture you are, whatever country you're from around the world, etc., because you are now the 238th subscriber to my channel. Shout out to yourself, man or lady. I am delighted to welcome you on board. Just remember to subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends and your relatives to subscribe to the channel. Smash that sub button left, right, and center. Passionately but gloriously. And if you do, I will shout you out with love and joy and respect, yeah? And let's keep this channel growing. The aim is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this, by the beginning, middle, or end of this year. Get me to 1,000 subscribers and I can do some big things. 1,000 subscribers and over, and then we kick on. We kick on like a mother effer. I'm trying hard not to swear on my channel here. Jay Stings again. Last time we won the league, let me read this again. Last time we won the league was when I was born. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Oh, you'd have been such a baby, literally in your parents' arms and your uncles and aunties' arms and your loved ones' arms when this happened. I'd love to see us lift the Premier League myself. Oh, yes. Jay Stings, sorry. If we continue to do what we're doing, and that's going into every game, starting off well and fast and scoring goals to kill teams off, it's a realistic possibility. It is a realistic possibility. Don't let any see you next Tuesday or scum or any curse tell you otherwise. We can do this, Jay Stings. We can do this. Just remember, it's all about our consistency. It's all about 11 players doing their jobs on a consistent basis. And what will give us the extra buzz is if we can sign the 2 players in the positions that matter most, midfield and a backup striker, at least a backup striker. We've got to go out and find someone. Now, I am praying and investing my trust in our scouting team that they can report to Mikel Arteta, Edu, and Josh Kroenke, and those guys at the top of the top, and provide them the evidence that this particular player is good enough to sign and play for the Arsenal. Is good enough to fit into the plans of Mikel Arteta's process. And this process, so far, has been a working success. So far. Don't Well, you can clip it if you want. Rival fans, if you're listening or watching, whatever you're doing, you can clip it. Do what you want. I'm just here to say the truth. So let's get into the player ratings. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale. 10 out of 10. 10 for me personally. Robbie Lyle on the fan cam gave him a 9. Shout out to yourself, Sir Don Robbie Lyle. You're entitled to your views and your opinion. I respect that all the way. But as DLG repping, I'm going to give him a 10. I thought he was absolutely outstanding. The best save of that North London derby was the one from Sessegnon where he played the 1-2 and he got through our defence. And before you know it, Ramsdale made himself big and he got a big left foot or left toe on it to make it a beautiful save. I'm giving him a 10 out of 10. He was composed, he was sharp, and he kept his clean sheet because he earned it. 10 out of 10. Right back, Benjamin White, otherwise nicknamed Benny Blanco. Absolutely consistent. Defensively switched on, or offensively switched on. Either way, he's been brilliant. I'm giving him an 8.5 out of 10. Never phased him. He was never nervous. Always good on the ball and overlapped Saka when he could. 8.5 out of 10. If you got your own ratings here, leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to get your views. I would love to read your ratings. Just leave it in the comment section below. William Saliba. The picture I saw on social media with William Saliba carrying Harry Kane. Harry Kane couldn't see the Ramsdale incident because Saliba's pocket was so deep, he couldn't see nothing but pitch darkness. That's where Harry Kane is at right now. Darkness in the wilderness. For me, William Saliba, I'm giving him a 9. He was absolutely outstanding. First to every ball, won his headers. He's battled with Harry Kane. Well, effortless. For me, I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães, absolutely a colossus. Every tackle he went in for, he won. He battled well. Him and Saliba, they've got this outstanding partnership and understanding together. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães, 8.5 out of 10. Alexander Zinchenko, 9.5 out of 10. What a performance he put in. Whether he was defending, whether he was attacking, my word, his technical quality on the ball was second to none. He never panicked when he had the ball at his feet. So calm, so composed. And you could see when we didn't have the ball, you could see that mentality was switched on. He, for me, is one of the signings of the seasons for me. If anyone agrees or not, you know where my comment section is. 9.5 out of 10. Right, in the midfield area, Thomas Partey. Oh, my word. If that goal had gone in, we're looking at 10 out of 10 for Thomas Partey. I'll give him a 9. He was excellent. He was part of the reason why we were in control in that North London derby. He ran the midfield all over, but he had help as well. And I'm going to get onto the midfielders either side of him in a minute. Composed on the ball. He looked a little bit shaky in the first, little bit iffy in the first 5 minutes, but once he got control, my word, different class, different gravy for me. And you wonder why Atletico Madrid call him the octopus. There you go. All over that park he was from start to finish. He never gave in. He never stopped working, never stopped running as well. 9.5 out of 10 for Partey. Except if that volley had gone in, he's getting a 10. There we go. I'm gonna read a comment. I'm gonna read Jay Sting's comment here again. Partey likes a banger again. Them lot. Oh yes, he does. Partey, he loves a banger, and that one would have been up there. That would have been above the one he got against the Scum at home, and the one he got against Forest at home. If that had gone in, I was just saying to Jordan Kendall about the goal, about the attempted volley. Odegaard, absolutely tideless performance, whether on the ball or off the ball, especially on the ball, where he had 2 shots and we've been screaming for him to shoot. 2 shots on target, one of them ended up in the back of the net. My word, what a strike that was. Absolutely brilliant. If you know what they say, if you don't shoot, you don't score. Not only was that a brilliant, not only that was a brilliant goal, he also had control of that game. You know, him, Partey, Xhaka controlled the midfield from start to finish, and they made things tick. And he made things happen for Martinelli and Saka. Gave basically every ball that he passed, he gave them the freedom to do their thing, and Eddie Nketiah as well. So I'll give him a 9. Granit Xhaka, brilliant again. Oh, he's just absolutely marvelously outstanding. This is a different Xhaka than the one that I've seen 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. This is a Xhaka that I don't even recognize. Not only is he composed, he's more disciplined. You know, he's nurtured all of that with his experience and his performance on and off the ball. Absolutely blinding. He is definitely a candidate for PFA Player of the Season. That's how much he's improved, in my personal opinion. I am seeing a Xhaka that is playing with confidence and freedom right now, and he showed that last night in yesterday's game against the Scum. For me, all over that park, competed for every ball in a battle. Just the Granit Xhaka we love to see, and he's playing in the free role, number 8 role, and he's doing it well. 9 out of 10 for Granit Xhaka. Now the front three, Bukayo Saka. Well, he caused Sessegnon problems every time he faced him one-on-one. And if you look at the first goal, Sessegnon done well to show him down the line, but he still got the cross in. It was deflected and caused Hugo Lloris to spit it into his own net. And everything he did as well. Was just absolutely blinding. You knew that Saka was having a beautiful game, especially when you have 4 Tottenham players around him, and he still finds Martin Odegaard, gets himself an assist for Martin Odegaard's goal, and just ran Tottenham ragged each and every time he got the ball, and did his work defensively as well. He showed character in terms of his battling skills, his effort to win the ball for his team, putting a tackle for his team. He'd done all that. I'm going to give him a 9. Gabriel Martinelli, yeah, very busy. He was very busy, whether defending, tracking back, whether it involved attacking Doherty. He was very busy, and he made himself seen in that game. Wasn't as say threatening as Bukayo Saka on the other side, but he gave his all, 100%, and that's all that we asked for. 8.5 for Gabriel Martinelli. Eddie Nketiah, I'm going to give him an 8.5. He was brilliant. He never stopped tracking back, and you can see towards the business end of that game, he was so knackered. And you could understand he's been working tirelessly hard all over that park. He even trapped back in the first half to put a tackle in. That just sums up. That's just, that just sums up the mark of the guy. Respect where respect is due, and unlucky not to get a North London derby goal, especially the second attempt on goal he had, where Lloris made 2 saves from him, and that was the second one. The second one, well, he got hold of the ball, but if he had got hold of the ball the way he wanted to get hold of the ball, I reckon he would have laced it into the net, 3-0, and he would have deserved his goal. He deserved to score because he worked tirelessly hard all over that park, putting challenges, every ball in the air. He competed against any Tottenham defender, and he took a nasty tackle from Romero, and Romero should have seen 2 yellows and a red, but nobody talks about that. 8.5 out of 10 for Eddie Nketiah. Now the substitutions. I can remember Takahiro Tomiyasu coming on. Standard job for me. Can't say I can really mark him as such. He just came on to show up the back line. Standard 5. Kieran Tierney came on. Again, just to protect Zinchenko. And I think he came on for Martinelli. I can't really mark him as such, but maybe I'd give him a standard 5. Who else came on? Fabio Vieira. I remember him coming on. Again, I can't mark him. He just came on just to show up, just to make sure things were in control. And I think Mohamed El Neni may have came on, but I might be wrong on that one. If you know the 4th Arsenal substitute, then leave it in the comment section below. I would say, well, for El Neni and Fabio Vieira, I can't really mark them down. But as for Mikel Arteta, tactics spot on from start to finish. His team lineup, the strategy, the way that we defended, largely thanks to Gabriel Dos Santos Magalhaes and William Saliba. We defended well when we had to. We showed a lot of character, kept the shape throughout the 90 minutes, and made sure that we remained focused and disciplined. Mikel Arteta, 10 out of 10. The referee, well, he missed the opportunity to send off Romero, and it would have been justified. He was booked for one disgusting challenge on Eddie Nketiah, and there was another incident involving him where it was a yellow card, and he got away with it. I'm going to give the referee a 6, not just based on the Romero, not just based on not sending off Romero, but overall he wasn't too bad. But he got he allowed Romero to get away with a second yellow, so I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. The Arsenal fans, 10 out of 10, without a shadow of a doubt. They were heard, they were loud, they got behind their team. For 90 minutes, they kept singing, they kept chanting, and they're the reason why the team were so outstanding overall. So I'm going to give the Arsenal fans 10 out of 10. So all the ratings done. I'm a beyond delighted Arsenal fan. I'm ecstatic, and I can't thank you anymore for viewing my channel and giving me your comments. Jay Stings, Jordan Kendall, thank you for your comments. Thank you for watching. And it's a pleasure doing this live stream with you guys. So overall, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys and girls, I want to thank you for watching. Or I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for watching and saving the best to last. I want to thank you all for putting up with me and my ecstatic self. DLG repping is ecstatic tonight. all that I can say is remember, just look after your friends. Just look after your families. Do look after yourselves, which is important. Jay Sting says, "Thank you, Mr. Reppin." Thank you too, man, and thank you to your friends who you've like, comment, share, and subscribe, and your family as well. Also, peace, more love, more blessings again. And do remember, I want to be doing another content on my DLG Repping Daily Transfer News. You will hear a lot from me on the transfers or speculations, whatever it is. Other than that, DLG Repping, we're gonna chat again, yeah. And on Saturday, I think at 2:30, I'll be doing a live stream previewing our home game against Manchester United. That's going to be a tougher game than the one against you know who, the Scumspur. So get ready for that one, yeah. Other than that, just remember, please be nice and do always be nice. Good night.